with football, Shooting Stars Sports Club have appointed experienced Nigerian tactician Salisu Yusuf as the club's new technical advisor. On Monday, the management announced the departure of former coach Nuruddin Aweru after his first season in charge, delivering the CAF Confederations Cup ticket, having finished third on the league table of the 2025-2026 MPFL season. The former Ikorodu City coach achieved the feat 27 years after 3 years he last played in the CAF club competition.
TG the Hitmaker.
Salisu Yusuf joins the Oluyole Warriors with more than 2 decades of coaching experience, having built an extensive career across some of Nigeria's leading clubs and national teams. He began his managerial career with Nasarawa United in 2002 and has since worked with prominent Nigerian clubs, including Kano Pillars, Rangers International and Eimba. He was most recently in charge of Benin-based Cotton.
TG the Hitmaker.
At international level, he has served as an assistant coach of the Super Eagles and has also managed the Super Eagles B and Nigeria's under-23 sides.
TG the Hitmaker.
The management of the Shooting Stars said Yusuf's extensive experience, knowledge of Nigerian football and track record of developing local talent lines were key attributes behind his appointment. They also expressed confidence that the veteran coach will provide strong leadership and tactical direction as the Oluyole Warriors prepare for challenges ahead, including their domestic and continental commitment. Still with football, Super Falcons head coach Justin Madugu has apologized to Nigerians and accepted full responsibility for the team's failure to qualify for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup, as the Nigerian Football Federation set up a fact-finding committee to investigate the campaign while the players remain heartbroken. Nigeria's World Cup hopes were ended on Thursday following a 2-1 defeat to South Africa in the Confederation of African Football Playoff in Casablanca. The Falcons had already missed an automatic World Cup ticket after a 1-0 quarter-final defeat to Cameroon, a result that also ended their record of reaching at least the semi-finals at every previous WAFCON and had handed the 10-time African champions their worst ever finish in the competition. Against South Africa, Thembi Gatlana broke the deadlock in the 56th minute before Reflejane doubled the advantage in the 7th minute. Nigeria were handed a lifeline in stoppage time after a VAR review awarded them a penalty and saw Jane sent off, and Christy Ucheibe converted from the spot, but the Falcons could not find an equalizer as Bayana held on for victory. This result means Nigeria will miss the Women's World Cup for the first time since the tournament began in 1991, having featured at every edition since. South Africa, meanwhile, advanced to the Intercontinental Playoff Tournament in November and December, where 3 teams will secure the remaining African World Cup slot. Speaking after the match, Madugu did not hold back in accepting blame for the outcome. He said, and I quote, "I have to apologize to Nigerians over our inability to make it to the World Cup. We are very sorry. It was not our intention. We came, did the best that we could, but our best was not good enough. And we're very sorry for that, and we take full responsibility for everything that happened. There can always be a next time." Also reacting to the outcome, Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade said the disappointment must serve as motivation for Nigerian women's football to raise its standards. In the wake of the failed campaign, the NFF has set up a committee to investigate the circumstances surrounding the Falcons' elimination, as well as broader issues affecting the performances of Nigeria's national teams. Former NFF General Secretary Ambassador Fani Hamun has been appointed chairman of the panel, with former Nigeria Under-20 coach Ladan Boso serving as a member, alongside former Super Falcons captain Desire Oparanuzi. Ex-Super Eagles captain Mutiu Adepoju and former FIFA referee Dr. Alex Mana. Mohammed Nasiru Sahidu, chairman of the Sokoto State Football Federation, will serve as secretary of the committee. From football, we move on to Nigeria's boxer. As the Nigeria's Safety Investigation Bureau says its final report into the fatal road accident involving former world heavyweight boxing champion within the next 30 to 60 days.
TG the Hitmaker.
Director General of the NSIB, Alex Bade, disclosed this yesterday while speaking with journalists, noting that the Bureau had completed its investigation and forwarded its findings to relevant stakeholders for their observations in line with the law guiding accident investigations. He also explained that the procedure required the NSIB to circulate draft reports to appropriate stakeholders before a final version is made public. The crash, which occurred on December 29, 2025, in the Makun area of Ogun State along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, claimed the lives of two members of Joshua's team, Shino Gani and Kevin Latif Ayodele, while Joshua himself sustained minor injuries. Joshua returned to the ring last month, defeating Christian Prenga by second-round knockouts despite being floored twice, in a fight he dedicated to the memory of Gani and Ayodele. From there, we move straight to football as former Sevilla goalkeeper Jimmy Rima, a member of the club's historic 1982 European Cup winning side, has died at the age of 78. Rima, who enjoyed a distinguished career spanning more than 2 decades and became one of the few players to win the European club with 2 different English clubs. He began his senior career with Manchester United and was part of the squad that won the European Cup in 1968, although he did not play in the final against Benfica. He later moved on to Arsenal before joining Aston Villa, where he established himself as the club's first-choice goalkeeper. He played a key role in Villa's successful 1980-81 First Division title campaign and the historic European Cup run the following season. Villa defeated Bayern Munich 1-0 in the 1982 European Cup final in Rotterdam, with Peter Wiss scoring the decisive goal. Rima started the match but was forced off with an injury after just 9 minutes, with Nigel Spain coming on to produce a memorable performance. Despite leaving the field early, Rima was recognized as part of the European Cup winning team and collected his second winner's medal. He made 229 league appearances for Aston Villa and also represented England at international level, earning 1 senior cap. Still with football, Barcelona have reportedly identified Sporting Lisbon forward Luis Suarez as a priority backup option if their ongoing pursuit of Atletico Madrid star Julian Alvarez collapses. The Catalan club are searching for a new striker ahead of the transfer deadline following the recent departure of veteran forward Robert Lewandowski.
TG the Hitmaker.
Alvarez remains Barcelona's first choice, but executing the transfer has proven immensely difficult. The club submitted a £100 million transfer offer for the Argentine, but Atletico Madrid president Enrique Cerezo has bluntly insisted that the forward is not for sale under any circumstances. Despite Alvarez reportedly apologizing to his Madrid teammates for publicly requesting a move during the 2026 FIFA World Cup, he is still keen on leaving. However, with the transfer deadline rapidly approaching, the sporting department at Barcelona are forced to lay search for an alternative target. Barcelona previously explored a move for Galatasaray and Nigerian international striker Victor Osimhen as an alternative to Alvarez. While the 20-year-old forward possesses the finishing pedigree the club desires and required physical profile, the Catalan hierarchy ultimately abandoned the pursuit. The club's executives determined that Osimhen's massive transfer fee and lucrative wage demands made it an overwhelmingly expensive endeavor. With the Nigerian ruled out, the scouting department has turned its attention to Portugal, where Suarez has emerged as a much more financially viable alternative. The 28-year-old Colombian international joined Sporting CP from Spanish side Almeria in July 2025. He is currently contracted to the Portuguese champions until June 2030, which Barcelona would, and possesses an £18 million release clause, which Barcelona will likely attempt to negotiate down. If the transfer materializes, the Colombian will become the third player named to Suarez to represent Barcelona, following two of the most revered figures in the club's history. And finally, Somalian referee Omar Watan has described officiating the UEFA Super Cup between Paris Saint-Germain and Aston Villa as his World Cup after being denied the opportunity to referee at the tournament itself. The 34-year-old was part of the panel of referees selected by FIFA for the World Cup, but was refused entry to the United States when he arrived at Miami International Airport. Following the incident, UEFA invited Omar to officiate the Super Cup in Salzburg, where Paris Saint-Germain defeated Aston Villa 2-1. Atan was unable to take part in the World Cup after US authorities denied him entry to the country. A US State Department official told journalists at the time that the referee was associated with suspected members of terrorist organizations, making him ineligible for admission to the United States. He rejected the allegations, which sparked outrage in Somalia, where he was welcomed as a hero following his return. His appointment to officiate the UEFA Super Cup provided a major opportunity to take charge of a high-profile international fixture despite missing the World Cup. On Thursday, he took to his social media page to thank UEFA and the Confederation of African Football for their support. The Super Cup assignment marked a significant moment in Atan's referee career and offered him the opportunity to officiate on one of European football's biggest stages. And this is where we'll drop anchor on today's program. Be you, be yourself, and enjoy the weekend. Bye for now.
As the people of Osun go to the poll on Saturday, 15th August, to elect a new governor, a highly esteemed and well-deserving audience will enjoy updates latest as it breaks from Osun State on BCOS television, Oluyole FM 98.5, Okeogun FM 96.3, Agilete FM 92.1, as well as our social media platforms, Facebook at BCOS TV, Niger TV app, YouTube at BCOS TV. From 7 a.m. till 12:30 p.m., it will be bumper of news analysis from Osun, on-the-spot analysis from erudite scholars, political stakeholders, and those that matter in the political arena, with our crop of articulate presenters and program anchors. Osun decides, Osun Pinu. Don't miss it.
Yara! Bágbà bákọ̀ tí ò kẹ́hùn sọ̀rọ̀ ó di dandan kó kẹtàn sáré o. Alayọ̀ ń tò ṣùmàrè ètò ìyára tó débi ti dé. Àwọn Yorùbá fìlà káyè paṣámọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n ní wèrè dùn wò ṣùgbọ́n kò ṣeé bí lọ́mọ. Wèrè wa ṣe dùn wò nígbà tí wọ́n ní aṣápẹ́ fún wèrè jó àti wèrè ọ̀gbọ̀gba ni wọ́n. Ohun tẹ́ẹ̀tù mọ́ bá wa dá sí rèé ká tó lọ sábàlá téńté orí ìròyìn lọ́sẹ̀ yìí láti bẹ̀ lọ́pàpá ó ti parada tọ́pẹ́ tó sì sún lọ sábàlá àlejò níbi tá a ti kúnlẹ̀ tá a ti pàkún láti gbàlejò ọ̀mọ̀wé Adéníyì Lawal olùtọ́jú àwọn tí wọ́n ní ìpèníjà ìsàn ọpọlọ tí wọ́n sì máa fi ìrírí wọn ṣàlàyé lórí kókó ọ̀rọ̀ tá a pè ní ìlòkulò oògùn olóró àtàwọn ewu tó rọ̀ mọ́ láwùjọ wa. Àwọn oògùn wo gan lògùn olóró? Ǹjẹ́ oògùn olóró tiẹ̀ wúlò lágọ̀ọ́ ara bí? Débi táwọn kan fi máa lò wọ́n nílòkulò. Kí ló sọ wọ́n di oògùn olóró gan? Àwọn ọ̀nà wo là ń gbà lò wọ́n tí yóò fi di ìlòkulò? Wọ́n tiẹ̀ ní ìlòkulò wọn a máa yí ni lórí. Ṣé lóòótọ́ ni? Ó dáa, àìsàn ọpọlọ tóògùn olóró bá fà ǹjọ́ ṣe é tọ́jú bí? Ọ̀rọ̀ ò pọ̀, àkàwé ẹ̀ ló mà pọ̀. Ẹ̀yin ṣàmùwà mórí ètò ìyára lọ́jọ́ ìsinmi tó ń bọ̀ láago 6 àárọ̀ sáago 7 fábálà àkọ́kọ́ àti láago 7 àárọ̀ sáago 8 fábálà àlejò níkànnì 98.5 Oluyole FM 96.3 Okeogun FM 92.1 Agilete FM lórí tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ àti lórí ìtàkùn àgbáyé. Tẹ́rẹ̀ ìdárayá ó sì tún mọ júwe ẹgbẹ̀rún ègé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹrú go. Ìyára bí gbogbo eégún bá ń lé ní lóko kì í ṣe bíi ti pákọ̀kọ̀. Ètò ìyára dológbòjò bàbá egógún fún gbogbo ètò tó kù.
Ojúmọ́ bá ti mọ́ ọ̀yẹ́ máa ń la o. Ọ̀yẹ́ tó la lónìí o. Ọ̀yẹ́ ire ni. Ẹ̀kú ojúmọ́ lọ́dẹ̀dẹ̀ yìí o. Ojúmọ́ aláyọ̀ lẹ́ni o. Ìròyìn lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ màlá tó ti gbé dé. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ìròyìn kárí ayé màlélẹ́yìí o. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Etí inú lè jò ń lò fọ́nrán ìní tó lùkọ́yìn. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ̀tẹ́ tí balẹ̀ jẹ́ ká tún jọ gbọ́. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ìkànnì tó gbajúgbajà Oluyole FM. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Agilete FM ẹ tún máa gbọ́ wa lásìkò kan náà. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Òkè-Ògùn FM tó wà lálága. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó kún kẹ́kẹ́. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Ẹ máa gbọ́ nínú ilé nínú mọ́tò tàbí lórí ẹ̀rọ ìléwọ́. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn tó gbajúgbajà. Abẹ́ Praise ó tún ti yá ká tún jọ gbọ́ Eleti Ofe. Eleti Ofe ìròyìn